Hi, Pastor Andrew here at Bayside. Good morning and welcome to Tuesday. We are talking today again about Philippians chapter 3. We're talking about the Apostle Paul and how he reveals himself in this very intimate chapter. Yesterday we talked about Paul being the accountant as he counted all things that he was before as basically dead to him and as meaningless. But today we see him as the athlete. Have you had your run this morning? Have you been up okay? Have you been out there chasing Pokemon? I don't know what you do for your exercise. But Paul said this, that he presses ahead for the prize that is before him. That's one of the challenges of the Christian life, is how we press ahead. But Paul talked about this in verse 10. He said basically that he wants to know Christ and the power of his resurrection. And the only way to really press ahead is to have that resurrection power inside of us. And you're going to see a little excerpt from the weekend teaching when I talk about what it was to get an upgrade on my car rental. And hopefully that's going to encourage you to realize that as a Christian athlete running for the prize, you have supernatural resurrection power inside of you. Go on ahead, have a great Tuesday because of this teaching.
So I told you I was in Southern California. I flew into the local airport down there, and I went to get my rental. And I believe that it was just it was God-guided that Donna, our admin, booked my rental, not with Enterprises per normal, but with National. And I walked up to the desk, and I don't know what it is. I just seem to have the Toyota Corolla anointing. Anytime I rent a car, I get a Toyota Corolla. And if you're here and you drive a Toyota Corolla, God does love you. God does love you. But it's not really a car. It's just a hairdryer on wheels. That's all it is, everyone. Oh, but it's Japanese. It's reliable. Yes, so's a hairdryer. And so I always just seemed to get it. So I went up with little faith, and I'm thinking, I'm just going to get my Corolla. And he said, sir, you're down for a mid-sized sedan. And there, on his screen, a Corolla came up. There you go. He says, but today, sir, you could upgrade to luxury. And I went, well, how much is that going to cost? Thinking, ka-ching, this is going to be a lot of money. He says, sir, just $10 a day. And everyone, I indulged. I mean, that's only like 2 Starbucks, let's be honest. And I went, yes, I'm going to do it. Now, what will luxury get me? He said, sir, you choose. Just go outside and just choose what car you want. And I went outside. Now, there's no Lamborghinis or anything, but I went outside and, I did search. And there was some nice cars lined up, but the girl that was outside, she said, sir, maybe you would like that little blue thing over there. And everyone, this is what she was pointing at. Look at that. That was God's will for my life, everybody. There was a star above the stable. I mean, there was an angel on the bonnet just pointing at it, thumbs up. That is a Nissan 370Z. And when you drive a Ford Fusion every day and you get in one of those with a 3.7 liter engine inside it, 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds. Can anyone feel a second offering coming on? Think of all the people I could visit. So many more. Oh, wow. I mean, it was just incredible. And when you used to say, go from a Ford to that, what's the main difference, okay? Well, you go from 4 seats to 2 seats, but you go to suddenly a new level of power. What does Paul say? I want to know Christ. I want to know him intimately, but I want to know the power of his resurrection. This is what he said. The resurrection wasn't just something that happened about 35 years before. The resurrection for Paul was Easter every single day of his life. And this is it. We're not ready just to have Christmas and then wait for Easter. Everybody, it's Easter every day, knowing the resurrection power of Christ. I am no longer just the plaything of sin, the victim of sin, being beat up by guilt in my life. I am now someone who is connected with the death and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. The old Andrew McCourt died. The new Andrew McCourt is alive, everyone, through the power of the resurrection. That's what Paul says. We got an upgrade, a serious upgrade.